In a bustling city filled with noise and commotion, there lived a man named Simon. He had a deep-rooted fear that gripped his heart every time he even thought about riding the underground train. The dimly lit tunnels, the swarming crowds on the platforms, and the suffocating feeling of being trapped beneath the ground overwhelmed him with an unexplainable anxiety. He would do anything to avoid taking the subway, opting for alternative modes of transportation that took longer but spared him from his crippling fear. However, fate has its own way of pushing us out of our comfort zones. One day, a sudden urgency demanded that Simon travel to the other side of the city, and the underground train happened to be the fastest route available. Reluctantly, Simon found himself standing at the top of the stairs leading down into the dreaded subway station. His heart pounded with nervous anticipation as he hesitated, contemplating whether he could muster the courage to face his fear head-on. Taking a deep breath, Simon finally descended the stairs, step by step, his trembling legs carrying him into the depths of the subway. The noises grew louder, the air became stuffier, and his anxiety intensified with each passing moment. The train arrived, and Simon reluctantly stepped inside, his hands clammy and his mind racing with anxious thoughts. As the doors closed behind him, sealing his fate for the duration of the journey, Simon's eyes scanned the crowded train for an empty seat. And that's when he saw him, a young boy, no older than 7 or 8, sitting directly across from him. What struck Simon as utterly baffling was that the boy bore an uncanny resemblance to himself when he was a child. It was as if he was staring at a mirror image of his own youthful self. Curiosity mingled with a glimmer of hope in Simon's eyes as he observed the young boy. The child's eyes sparkled with innocence and curiosity, and an inexplicable connection seemed to form between them. Memories from Simon's own childhood flooded his mind, transporting him back to a time when he rode the underground train without a trace of fear. The adventures he embarked upon with his childhood friends, the thrill of discovering hidden worlds beneath the city, all of it surged back to life within his soul. Determined to reclaim that long-lost sense of fearlessness, Simon made a conscious decision to embrace his childhood mindset. Closing his eyes, he took a deep breath, allowing the memories of his past subway rides to envelop him completely. He recalled a game he used to play, a game of imagination and curiosity. He would create stories about the other passengers, guessing their lives, dreams, and aspirations based on their appearances. As Simon delved deeper into the realms of his childhood game, a remarkable transformation unfolded within him. With each passenger he observed, his imagination soared, weaving intricate tales and breathing life into the faces that surrounded him. The anxious thoughts that had plagued him mere moments ago began to fade into the background as he immersed himself in these playful interpretations. But as Simon opened his eyes, expecting to find the young boy still there, he was met with an empty seat. The boy had vanished into thin air, leaving Simon feeling a mix of confusion and a tinge of disappointment. However, an unexpected serenity settled upon him, an unshakable calm that emanated from the memories of his carefree childhood. With newfound strength coursing through his veins, Simon embarked on the rest of his journey through the underground. In those moments of introspection, he came to a profound realization. The fear and anxiety he had associated with the subway were nothing more than self-imposed limitations, shadows that had haunted his mind for far too long. The game he played as a child allowed him to see beyond those fears, connecting him to the diverse tapestry of humanity that surrounded him. Now a successful screenwriter, Simon began to view his daily subway rides as opportunities for inspiration. He understood that anxiety, much like suspense in a film, added a layer of intrigue to otherwise ordinary and mundane experiences. It was merely a matter of shifting his perspective, recognizing the hidden potential that lay dormant in the mundane. From that day forward, Simon rode the underground with a newfound perspective. No longer did he allow anxiety to dictate his experiences. Instead, he embraced the power of imagination, playfulness, and human connection. The subway transformed into a realm of infinite possibilities and thrilling adventures, a stage upon which the stories of fellow passengers unfolded. Engaging in the game of guessing about their lives became a source of joy and inspiration, fueling his creativity and enriching his own journey through life.